Well, it's what we do, and it's worked for us, all year long in terms of putting together big innings. It's very difficult to put together a big inning in baseball where you score 3 runs or more if it doesn't involve errors or a hit by pitch or a walk, stolen base, free 90. So, we took advantage of that tonight. We also understand moving forward that we've got a really good team that we got to play tomorrow. We got to do a really good job of staying disciplined within our approaches and try to find a way to score runs tomorrow. But, good Lord, we've been swinging the bats really, really well. And I'm proud of our guys for sticking with the process of doing a really good job of staying within their approaches and not trying to do too much. We had very few guys come out of the strike zone today with their swings. And that's just a testament to these guys buying in and doing a really good job of putting themselves in good counts to hit.
For you and any other player, whenever you guys start scoring runs there in the 3rd inning and that whole stadium erupts in a sellout crowd, what does that do for you?
Well, it's an electric atmosphere. It energizes a ball club real fast, and it's awesome to see our fan base behind us like that. It's unbelievable. Just seeing the sea of orange and purple pulling for our guys that loud. We're just really appreciative of our fans and what they do for us and the home field advantage that they provide for us by pulling so hard for our guys.
Monte, despite all those runs that you scored tonight and against Florida State, you've also given up double-digit runs back-to-back games. Does that worry you right now at all?
Of course it does. We don't want to give up double-digit runs. There's no question about it. But at the end of the day, we find ways. We talked to our team a lot about. You got to find ways to win regardless. If you give up runs, you got to score runs. If there's going to be days where we win 2-1, there's going to be days where we win 12-10. That's just what we do. Our team finds ways to win in different ways, but obviously we don't want to give up 10 runs in a ball game. We understand that. Our guys understand that, and it just again we made some physical errors, and we have made some errors. But you know what? You can't do anything about it. There's nothing that you can do about it. I promise you this, you start talking about it and start yelling at the guys about it and getting on them about it, I promise you one thing, they'll start making more of them. So I don't get on our guys about physical mistakes. I just want them to be aggressive, and that's what they did. They were very, very aggressive in the strike zone when they got pitches to hit, and we knew we were going to have to score runs. Charlie Barnes did a good job for us tonight. Again, he gave up 6 runs in the first 3 innings, and the guy stayed out there and executed pitches and threw up zeros for the next 3 innings. So it says a lot about Charlie Barnes. And Clay Schmidt's going to throw strikes. He's going to go out there and give us a chance. He's going to pound the strike zone. Oklahoma State's a really good club. They got a really good pitching staff, and we got to put together a really good game tomorrow. But, does it concern you when you give up a good bit of runs? Of course it does. But at the end of the day, my ball club found a way to win, and I'm proud of their efforts.
Monte, the way you managed that 3rd inning when you guys were putting the comeback, is that maybe the byproduct of the postseason, going with those 2 pinch hitters for the righty-lefty when you did, and maybe in a regular season game you might not do that? Does that speak to not wanting to get behind the 8 ball and maybe get the lead there?
I don't really manage any different because it's the postseason versus the regular season. I just look at it as an opportunity to try to match up. I felt like left-handed hitters was the best matchup versus their righty, and it worked out for us. So it was really, to me, just more about the matchup, and I wanted to get Triller in the game because I felt like Triller's been swinging the bat really, really well for us, and for us to come back, we needed to stack some lefties in there against that righty to put together some good at-bats.
Coach, speaking of Triller, as high as he's been, do you keep him in the lineup tomorrow regardless of lefty-righty, or have you made that decision?
I haven't made that decision. I got to see who they're throwing first, but we try to stick to what has worked for our team. We're 43-18 for a reason, and if you look at our offense and what we've done, sometimes you say, well, why don't you stick with this guy in a DH spot, or why don't you, make this guy a starter? And at the end of the day, we do what we do, and we find a way to win with the guys that we have. KJ Bryant's hitting 300 versus left-handed pitchers, so it's foolish to take a guy that hits 300 and is the second, probably one of the top 2 fastest kids on our team, and take him out of the lineup versus left-handed pitching. He does a really good job versus left-handed pitching. We're also 13-1 when KJ starts. So he does a really good job for us. So, yeah, it's worked for us. This is a team, and we're going to find a way to put the pieces together to help us win each and every ball game. And, Triller has done an unbelievable job for us. Obviously, with him swinging the bat well against a lefty, it makes me feel a little more comfortable leaving him in there and not trying to bring a right-hander in if he's in the game. But at the end of the day, the decision to play KJ is really based on the matchup and the fact that he's done a good job for us all year when he's gotten his opportunities.
Chris, how good does it feel to win an NCAA game now in your third year?
Feels good. It does feel good. Hopefully we can keep it rolling. And like Coach said, we have a tough game tomorrow, and we need to be focused and ready to roll.
Any more questions?
Yeah, Coach, we're doing a story about your bat boy, Zach. Can you just tell us how important he is to your guys' team?
Well, when you say the word Zach, you see what their faces do. Zach brings joy to the dugout. I think that's the big thing that he does. He gets our guys fired up and excited. He keeps them loose. But our guys love having Zach in the dugout. I found out that he's got to work tomorrow. I might call his boss and see if I can, get him out of it, so he can come back. But he's really, really special to our team. When I'm sitting in the locker room, I know when Zach comes in the facility because everybody starts yelling and screaming. That's just how much they enjoy having Zach Buchanan on the field with us. He just keeps everybody loose. He's got a great personality, great sense of humor, and we love having him here.
Anybody else like to say anything about him?
He's a MVP.